Hi guys, hi, my name is Umi. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm gonna talk about my journey to Turkey. For those who don't know, I'm living in Turkey currently, but I'm nationality wise I'm from Tanzania, and it's my seventh year in Turkey, and it has been nice staying here. So today I'm gonna share with you my whole story and my whole journey of how I got myself to Turkey. And if you look at me, I'm not wearing any makeup. It's just my eye shadow and my mascara and the lipsticks, and that's it. I just wanted to make it really, really, really simple. Okay, so in my country, in Tanzania, when we finish high school, we have to, like, if you get good grades, you have to apply for university. So when I finished high school, I applied for university in my country, and actually it was really good. So we like choose a bunch of universities, and then you get what maybe your first choice, your second choice, or your fourth choice, or fifth choice. For me, luckily, I got my second choice, and I wanted medicine, and I got it, and I was happy. But then there was this scholarships announced. Actually, I didn't hear the announcement. It was my aunt who lived in another city in Dar es Salaam, if you've heard of it, who like called me and was like, "Hey, Umi, there are like scholarships applications. If you want, you can apply so that you can go to Turkey." I'm like, okay, let me go. So that very same day, I collected all my documents and I went to Dar es Salaam. So I went to the office and they were asking for like whatever they needed. So I gave them, and then they were like, there'll be interview. So you should come for the interview at this specific date. And then I went for the interview, and then we waited for results. I went back home. I'm living in Zanzibar, and I went back home, and one day a phone call came. Actually, I even lost the hopes. I was like, we were too many. There were so many students who wish to go come to Turkey and all that. So I was like, I didn't put too much hope. So that's when I already like gotten medicine in my country. So one day I just received a phone call, and they were like, you applied for this scholarship, and you were one of those who got the scholarships. I'm like, what? So I was like, okay. So I needed to go for like the information and all this process and everything. So I went again to Dar es Salaam, and there was a meeting for those all who got the scholarship. So they were telling us now, like there are people who applied for medicine, and there are people who applied for engineering, for pharmacy, and dentistry. So they were like telling us the education system in Turkey is in Turkish, and you have to learn Turkish for 1 year before you start your education. So we were like asking, okay, medicine how many years? 6 years. And then there is Turkish language course for 1 year, that's 7 years. I'm asking myself, should I do this or should I not? Should I take this or should I not? I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Because learning something in a new language, in a different language, is hard. Learning medicine is even harder because you're going to deal with people. So my parents were quite positive about this whole thing, and I did my research. I had like a friend whose brother got also the same scholarship to come to Turkey and study engineering. So I spoken to him, to my friend, and then they were like telling me it's fine, it's good. Plus the medicine, the education is really good in Turkey for medicine and all the other courses. So I said okay, but I was so disappointed about the language. Like inside of me, I didn't really want to come because of the language. I said I should just stay in my country and study medicine in English. It would be easier. But then I came. I came. It was hard for me when I was like taking the plane. Like actually, if before even taking the plane, they told us to go at the airport like 4 hours before our plane, and we are only supposed to go there 2 hours before an international flight. But they told us to go there 4 hours, and like everybody's parents there. We were like 28 students who got the scholarship, and we were all there at the airport, and like I was crying, my family and everyone. Is like my first time I'm going away from my family. Like I'm used to my mom or my dad, they go away for like 1 week or 1 month and then they come back, but then it was hard for the first time. I was like crying and crying and crying. I'm going to a different country. I don't even know the language. I didn't even know the country. I only knew Istanbul and I only knew Ankara. So we were planning to come to Ankara and do our Turkish language course in Ankara for 1 year. So we were 28 students from Tanzania who didn't know Turkish. We were traveling alone, but at least we were traveling in groups, so it was much better that way. So when we reached Istanbul after like 8 hours plane ride, we reached Istanbul, and there were like big brothers and big sisters who were under that very same scholarship. They came to pick us up because and show us the way. So we landed in Istanbul. We stayed there for like 1 hour, and then we took another plane to Ankara. That's our destination. And then when we reached in Ankara, also there were like other brothers and sisters to pick us up. It was like a little bit of at least the people who speak the same language as us. So and then we went to like it was like we were happy to see them. We were so happy to see them. And then we were all like arranged to go to some dormitories, to some private houses and such thing, to wait for the day that we are going to register for our Turkish course. So let me just finish here today, and we'll continue about my story. I'm actually living in Turkey, and if you don't know Turkish, it's really hard, especially like for us it was not as hard as others like lived or whatsoever, because we were in a group. So whatever we faced as a group, and then we laugh, we make fun of it. Or someone goes out, something happens to the person, and then they come, they tell us like, I did this, I said this, I mistakenly said this. So they come and tell us the things, and we just laugh about it. The whole year was really nice. So I'm gonna end here for today. I think I don't wanna like put too much things in your head or whatever. I think I will continue with the story of my life in Turkey, as today is my seventh. I mean, now I'm in my seventh year. It's kind of different to look back, and it's kind of like I'm feeling happy looking back and all those moments and all that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really like this video, you can like and you can comment whatever you want to comment, or suggestions, or if you have lived in another country also, you can also comment and share your experiences with me and with other people. Thank you for watching. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Bye bye.